Welcome to TFAC Talks presented by the Tryon Fine Arts Center. I'm Andy Millard, and this week is a real treat for me because our guest is Rich Nelson. Rich is a portrait and gallery artist. He lives and works here in Tryon, North Carolina with his wife Kim and their three kids, who the kids have been pretty much flying the coop for a few years now, I guess. But Rich is quite renowned for his portraits of people from all walks of life, but he also loves doing landscapes. And over the course of his 20-plus year professional career, he has completed over 500 oil portraits, 1,000 charcoal portraits, sold many gallery paintings, had a bunch of one-person shows, won a bunch of awards, and on top of all that, he's an amazing musician and a really, really nice guy. Rich, welcome to TFAC Talks.
Thank you so much, Andy. This is a great thing you're doing.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think I know where you are, but tell us where you are right now.
Well, I'm in my home studio up here on Hogback Mountain Road, just the last house in city limits. And we moved here 16 years ago, relocated from the Detroit area where we'd lived all our lives. And the kids were very young, 2, 4, and 6. And I was getting a lot of portrait commissions in the Southeast. And we just thought we'd try moving. And it's turned out to be such a terrific thing for our family. We just have loved it here. And especially lately, Kim and I have been walking around a lot, and sometimes the kids join us. I just heard one of them banging around upstairs. They're all home, even though this September they'll all be college students, but they're all home now, and that's been interesting too. But when we walk around, we're just so grateful that we live in such a cool community. It's been really nice.
How did you get to Tryon particularly?
Well, the first portrait agency I got involved with around 2000 was. It was called The Portrait Source, and they were in downtown Hendersonville. And I came to visit them as I was making one of these trips. I had a number of portraits in Greenville, South Carolina early on. And I went and visited Ruth there, and then I was making my way to visit my cousin in Charlotte. But as I was going out the door, Kim said, why don't we just move? Because I was getting to where I was traveling a good bit. And she said, why don't we just move, And she's always a little more ready to pull up stakes and move. I don't know how we've managed to stay here this long, but so I was kind of meandering to get to 74 and get out to Charlotte and visit my cousin. And I came down through Saluda and then Tryon, and I just thought, this is great. And the place that's now Nancy Roth Antiques was for sale. So it had that sign out there, and I called, and turned out it was under contract. But Lynn Ulrey said, well, if you ever want to come back and look, give me a call. And so I went on to Charlotte and was looking at houses in Charlotte, and it was like the old movies I'm hearing in the back of my mind, Lynn Ulrey saying, if you ever want to come back and look, come on. So I did, and I just felt so at home. And of course, I had just started painting landscape. I had always been a figurative and portrait artist. But I had started painting landscape with one of my students the year before, in 2003. It was really nice because I did do a lot of landscape painting right away, and I met a lot of friends, people who become close friends. And like Nancy Holmes at the upstairs said, hey, we're closed in January. Why don't you have your first show after I had been painting for 9 months? That was just so cool. And then I started having shows kind of every year, somewhere or other. I rented Richard's Kahn studio down in Land Room. We did, because Kim would do a lot of the work, a lot of the publicity, even though the kids were young and all. And then eventually we opened our own gallery down by Bob Morgan's Green River Gallery, Skyuka Fine Art. And that was open for 5 years until Kim went back and got her master's degree. And she kind of got tired of the retail thing, and she's enjoying being more of a therapeutic outreach person for Cooper Reese and traveling. She was traveling a good bit until recently. She loves that.
She was, she's one of your secret weapons, it seems to me.
I'm very blessed.
She is so energetic and such so happy to be part of the community. I consider that we are very blessed to have you guys here. Now, let's talk about your work a little bit. Your portraits, to me, have a way of really sort of capturing the essence of the person that you're painting. I think you call it, let me see if I get this right. I've got it written down here someplace. You call it painterly realism, good drawing and composition rendered with strong natural color in such a way that you can still sense or feel the paint. Talk to me a little bit about that and the artistic process that you go through.
I've always been a representational artist, so I'm just trying to capture not just the correct anatomy, but the different personalities of the people that I feel blessed to paint, whether it's a commission or like we do every Wednesday. I can show some of the we were doing for 5 years, and we'll soon resume doing these head studies for 3 hours every Wednesday night at the Triumph Painters and Sculptors. But you can see behind me, that's a portrait.
Show us around it. Show us a little bit of what you're working on over there, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, this is completed now. I'm just waiting to deliver it until the widow feels comfortable, and that's Robert Tannenberg from Greenville. And there's another one that hasn't been delivered over here, and that's a fellow that donated a lot of money to Brother Wolf. That was also posthumous. That's actually my body and our friend's dog. But and that's an old painting of Lily. That's 20 years old, 18 years old. These are the paintings that we do every Wednesday night. And you can just see there's bunches of them. And a lot of them do go out to the folks. There's Chris, board member. Just a lot of people from around. She's from Asheville. So we're always trying to meet new people. And that's been a lot of fun. These are the landscapes I've been doing through the course of the virus. So some friends and I get out at least one day a week, and, up to Chimney Rock or Lake Lanier and different places around Sandy Muck. That's been a great experience. So really have enjoyed that. Hopefully I was pointing the camera in the right direction.
Pretty close, pretty close. Yeah, not bad at all.
A lot of times we think it's about detail, but it's really not about detail. Like when you see your friend from 30 feet away or 50 feet away, you know it's your friend, and it's not because of his eyelashes or something, or color or any of these other things. It's mystical, really, but it's really the shape. As an artist, it's really the shapes of that particular person, and then we have our own characteristics, you know, whether we speak with our hands or rub our chins or whatever it is. And those are all different ways that we can capture, hopefully, you know, a person's essence. I do love it. I'm a people person, so I enjoy getting to know somebody and then going through that process. Sometimes it takes more than one try, but that's fine. Sometimes you just have to start over or go on a different approach, but that's all part of the gig, you know.
You say in your website, you talk about how you're trying to produce pieces of works of art that will live on long after you are gone. And man, that is powerful stuff, brother. I mean,
thank you. It is. I do feel very, very blessed and very lucky to have been able to pursue this and all the different folks I've met. And I do mostly family portraits, but I've also done a lot of official portraits for colleges and courtrooms and hospitals, and sometimes I'll find myself at an unveiling, like in a federal courtroom, and I just almost have to pinch myself and think, how did I get here? It's a lot of fun. Or like, you know, General Motors headquarters with the chairman or what have you, and you just think, boy, oh boy, who'd have thought this would happen?
I see that we're running out of time. We didn't even get a chance to talk about the Rich Nelson Band, but we'll talk about that next time. But if you do want to learn more about Rich Nelson, the amazing Rich Nelson, visit his website at richnelson.com. And of course, visit the Tryon Fine Arts Center at tryonarts.org. Rich, thank you so much, my friend.
Thanks for all you do, Andy. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you again. And thank you for watching this edition of TFAC Talks. Stay safe. And for all of us at the Tryon Fine Arts Center, I'm Andy Millard. We'll see you next time.